Hi everyone, I'm Spiro for Newsbud.com. We have breaking news. This morning, on Monday, October 16th, 2017, Malta's best-known investigative journalist, Daphne Galizia, known for exposing government corruption, said goodbye to her family and left her home. The journalist got into her car and it exploded when a car bomb went off. Hearing the explosion, one of her sons rushed to the car to find his mother, the investigative journalist, was killed in that fiery explosion. Condolences to the family. Daphne Galizia was openly critical of top politicians, including the Prime Minister of her home country, Malta, accusing them of corruption. She was named on a list of 28 people shaping, shaking, and stirring Europe in 2017. Just 2 weeks before the journalist was killed, she had filed a complaint with police that she had been receiving threats. Now, this story just broke, and a few media outlets reporting on this are implying that this murder may be politically driven, and is only limited to Malta. But there is much more to this story, as this journalist was getting too close to something much bigger, and she was assassinated for it. This story connects to Malta's role as one of the main hubs for offshore banking and money laundering for Operation Gladio B, and Malta's connection to Azerbaijan and its role in heroin trafficking and weapons trafficking, supplying weapons to terrorist groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda under the CIA and NATO's Operation Gladio B. Newsbud was the only independent media with in-depth, extensive coverage on Azerbaijan's role in all of this and exposed those responsible, going on record naming names. This story also connects to the Panama Papers and much more. Now, joining me is the woman who first exposed Operation Gladio B and put Azerbaijan on the map in 2004 as a main operations hub for Gladio B. The founder and editor of Newsbud.com, former FBI whistleblower Sibel Edmonds. Sibel, what's your take on this story?
Before anything, I want to express my condolences to Daphne Galizia's family. This is a shocking news. Beginning in 2005-2006, I began exposing not only Azerbaijan's role, but the three main offshore banking centers for Operation Gladio B: Cyprus, Dubai, and Malta. In some ways, the Panama Papers partially exposed Malta's role as a banking center for money laundering. However, Panama Papers doesn't even begin to touch the real role of Malta for almost 2 decades as part of Operation Gladio B, operating as the financial money laundering center along with Dubai and Cyprus. I see that the mainstream media report so far, from what we have seen, focuses on Daphne Galizia's exposure of the local politician, including the Prime Minister of Malta. But this case goes way beyond corruption. Daphne got too close to the heart of Operation Gladio B's operations. And this is right after the exposure that we covered at Newsbud dealing with Azerbaijan's role and Silkway. And this was something that Operation Gladio B could not tolerate. And we have been seeing the most drastic measure that can be taken against any investigative journalist. And this is a plain assassination using car bomb to blow up a journalist that got to just too close to the heart of Operation Gladio B. With this assassination, what we are looking at is a chilling message from the Operation Gladio B to any investigative journalist or investigative blogger that dares to get too close to this operation and its exposure.
Newsbud will have a more in-depth report on this story coming up exclusively for Newsbud community members. If you're not already a member, make sure you sign up today. I'd like to thank Sibel Edmonds and thank you all for your support. For Newsbud.com, I'm Spiro.